In this regard, I'll single out the second accused for consideration insofar as punishing him for the alternative charge of colluding to change the substance of the tender is concerned, in relation to the fourth accused, who they were jointly convicted of this crime. Considering that the fourth accused was the principal offender who recruited the unwitting second accused to accomplish his criminal object, he bears the brunt of the punishment. He shall pay a fine of Kenya shillings 2 million on this count, in default serve 2 years imprisonment. As for the fourth accused, who was just a freshly employed employee and who played a minor role, I sentence him to a fine of Kenya shillings 200,000 in default 1 year imprisonment. Count 2. This is an offense of careless failure to comply with the law relating to procurement, contrary to section 45, subsection 2, paragraph B, as read with section 48 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, number 3 of 2003. The fourth and the fifth accused were convicted on this count. I sentence each of them, fourth and fifth accused, to a fine of Kenya shillings 800,000 in default, each to serve 1 year imprisonment. Alternative count 3 and 4. The offenses of these are offenses of uttering a false document, contrary to section 353 of the Penal Code. The punishment for this offense is 3 years imprisonment, but as was correctly pointed out by Mr. Waduta, under section 26(3) of the Penal Code, section 26 gives the court discretion to impose a fine. It provides, and I quote, a person liable to imprisonment for an offense may be sentenced to pay a fine or in substitution for imprisonment. I nevertheless consider, in sentencing the 6th, 7th, and 8th accused, that it was for their direct benefit that this crime was being orchestrated. Hence, they must bear the greater burden. For the alternative to count 3, the offense of uttering false document, each accused shall pay a fine of Kenya shillings, that is each accused, that is first and each accused, that is 6th and 7th accused, shall pay a fine of Kenya shillings 1,500,000 in default. Each shall serve, for the 6th and 7th accused, who are individuals, 2 years imprisonment. Equally, both 6th and 7th accused shall pay a fine of Kenya shillings 1,500,000, that is 1.5 million, in default to serve, in the alternative count 4, that is the offense of uttering a false document, in default each of them shall serve 2 years imprisonment. Additionally, they are directors of Solamark, the company that was convicted alongside them for their 2 offenses. I notice that as directors, they will still have to bear responsibility of paying the fine on behalf of the company. Consequently, for each of the 2 offenses, alternative to count 3 and 4, the company shall pay a fine of Kenya shillings 1 million each. This shall be shared equally among the directors, that is the 6th and the 7th accused, failing which each shall serve an additional 1 year imprisonment. The sentences shall run consecutively. Those are the orders of the court.